My name is Jason Miller. I'm 35, and just a few months ago, I believed I had the perfect life. I'd been married to my wife, Natalie, for 14 years. We had a son, Ethan, who I raised since the day he was born. We got married young, after Natalie told me she was pregnant. It was unexpected, but I embraced fatherhood wholeheartedly. From Ethan's first steps to late-night fevers, soccer games, school projects, I was always there. I worked 2 jobs just to make sure he had everything he needed. Love fueled me. Natalie and I had our struggles, like every couple, but I thought we were solid. Last month, we celebrated our 14th anniversary with a simple dinner at home. Ethan even made us a handmade card. That card was still on the fridge, until the day everything collapsed. That morning seemed like any other. I left for work early, pulled a double shift, and came home exhausted but excited to see my family. But when I walked into the house, it was eerily quiet. No TV, no kitchen smells, no sounds of life. I called out. Nothing. Ethan's room was half empty, clothes gone, favorite books missing. My heart started to pound. Then I saw the note on our bed. Natalie's handwriting. In a few cold paragraphs, she told me she and Ethan were leaving. And then came the gut punch. Ethan wasn't my biological son. She admitted she had a short relationship with someone else just before we got together. She thought I was the father. Or maybe she just wanted me to be. But now the biological father, someone named Mark, successful and wealthy, was back, and she was giving him a chance. Natalie claimed Ethan was excited. That hurt more than anything else. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Every memory, every moment I had with Ethan, his scraped knees, his bedtime stories, was suddenly hanging in limbo. Were those memories mine alone now? I tried calling, texting. Nothing. I even stopped by her parents' house. No trace of them. I spent days grieving a life that seemed to vanish overnight. And then weeks later, I received divorce papers. I was gutted, but I wasn't ready to walk away from Ethan. He may not share my blood, but I had been his dad for 14 years. That had to mean something. I hired a lawyer. It nearly broke me financially, but I was determined to fight. I soon learned that Mark was loaded, and he and Natalie came prepared with an aggressive legal team. They spun a narrative. I was a struggling man working multiple jobs, unable to provide. They even brought in friends to testify against me, claiming I was distant, harsh. Everything I had done for my family was twisted into something ugly. But then, something incredible happened. The judge wanted to hear from Ethan. My heart sank. What if they'd turned him against me? Ethan walked into that courtroom and looked the judge in the eye. What he said changed everything. He called me his real dad. He talked about our camping trips, the time I stayed up with him all night when he was sick, how I worked late but always made time to show up for him. And then Ethan revealed something that sent a ripple through the courtroom. He told the judge that his mother and Mark had been coaching him, pressuring him to say negative things about me. He had overheard them plotting to make me look like an unfit father, even talking about paying off some of my co-workers to lie. The judge listened, stunned. He ordered an investigation. The entire tone of the trial shifted. When the ruling came, I held my breath. The judge said what I'd been desperate to hear. Biological connection isn't the only thing that defines parenthood. He recognized the love and years I had invested into Ethan, and he was disturbed by Natalie and Mark's manipulation. He granted me full custody. When the gavel fell, Ethan ran to hug me. I broke down in tears in front of everyone. Natalie and Mark were ordered to cover my legal costs. The divorce was finalized. As far as I was concerned, that chapter was over. Now it's just me and Ethan. Things are tight financially, but we're managing. We cook dinner together, movie nights, therapy sessions. We're rebuilding piece by piece. Ethan isn't seeing Natalie or Mark for now. His therapist says we'll take that slow. I'm not pushing him. I just want him to heal. I still lie awake sometimes, thinking about what could have been. But I also know this. I'm his father. Not because of blood, but because I never walked away. This summer, we're heading out on another father-son camping trip. Just us. Like always. Let me know if you'd like a shorter version for social media, or a thumbnail title like, "The DNA wasn't mine, but the love was. They tried to take my son, but the truth saved us." He called me dad in court and exposed everything.